from the Iraqi perspective, if you can, from the American perspective, was the invasion of Iraq 10 years ago worth it? Well, and if you want to put out a lifeline, just go ahead.
That's the leadoff question?
Yeah. I thought.
Well, the first thing I want to say is that to be on stage with Barham Salih is to remember what the dream of an Iraq without Saddam Hussein was all about. I first met Barham, I think, in 1990, when Barham and a few other Iraqi patriots were trying to get people in Washington interested in the idea that this terrible regime wouldn't always be in power. And he used to come by the Washington Post. He'd bring various people with him. But that dream, in my mind, goes back to those days with Barham. It is so painful to think about what happened to that dream and how badly the United States failed in its mission in Iraq. It succeeded in removing Saddam Hussein, and I think he was a man who governed by torture. He was a truly odious figure in history. And so we look back at that and we say that's to me, it's unambiguously a good thing that he's not governing Iraq. But to see how badly we failed at the effort to build a new Iraq, and to see something that haunts me every time I look at Syria, Libya, any of the societies today, to see the consequences of toppling an authoritarian regime without having in place the pillars that are going to support civilized life, that are going to maintain order and security and commerce. What we ended up doing, meaning to create a modern Iraq, I think, was to throw people back into their pre-modern allegiances, their sectarian allegiances. Suddenly, whether you were Sunni or Shia mattered, whether you were Arab or Kurd mattered, whether you were from this tribe or that tribe. I mean, those became the defining things in life, as I observed what happened in those initial years. Because people needed security, that was the only place they could turn. So Barham will have to answer whether this was worth it for the Iraqi people. Knowing what I now know, looking at this painful story, although I wrote columns saying that I thought on balance this was worth doing, I wish I could go back and rewrite them. I wish, as a journalist, that I had looked more carefully and skeptically at claims being made by the government. I wish the things that we should have thought through, I had been one of the people helping examine. So my basic answer, Jeff, is that from the standpoint of the United States, no.